What's up everybody, Drew Manchu back at it again with another face-to-face video. This is my weekly series where I go through my entire stack of books and I let you guys know what I thought about each and every one. Last week I did not have a video because I shot a video and I lost that video and I wasn't going to go back and do it all over again. So due to some technical difficulties, that one is lost to the ages. This week though, I did pick up some really great stuff, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Scooby Apocalypse number 17. 17 issues, and this story is not slowing down in my mind at all. Some really great stuff here of how Scoob and the gang deal with a monster-laden apocalyptic situation. Really good stuff, and I enjoy the art in this book, and there's a really great backup with Secret Squirrel, so you got that to look forward to. Who don't like Secret Squirrel? Teen Titans number 12 is a Dark Knights Metal tie-in that focuses on Robin taking out the Riddler. And it is super cool. I absolutely love this book, and I'm excited to see where Dark Knight Metals goes going throughout the Bat family, since this Gotham Resistance line of tie-ins seems to be pretty damn cool. Detective Comics number 964 is kind of a two-tiered story here. You have some Clayface stuff where he's finding out his limitations of control, and you also have Batman teaming with Spoiler to take out Anarchy, who seems to be closely related to the Victim Syndicate, so we're bringing that back from a little while ago. Some cool stuff here, and I kind of like this issue more than I had the last arc of Detective Comics, so I'm excited to see where this one rolls. Dark Knights Metal issue number 2. Got this metallic cover here. Also picked up the Kubert variant here. Really nice. Quarter Owl's mask with Batman. Pretty cool stuff. And this John Romita Jr. cover with Wonder Woman and Swamp Thing. Pretty cool stuff here. This is just the next phase of this event. Really loving Scott Snyder's writing on this. Capullo's art is top-notch. This is the prettiest book that came out this week, hands down. If you're not digging the overarching story of Metal, then, you know, it's not for you. If you like really cool stuff, then this is for you. The emergence of the different Batman happens here, and it's pretty damn phenomenal. Just Capullo's art on this is breathtaking. Pick it up, check it out for yourself. Also got the second issue of Mr. Miracle, picked up both the covers here. Loving what Tom King is doing with Mr. Miracle, although I will admit that he's a character I didn't have much background on, so, you know, it might be completely off, but I'm really liking it. This was a little bit slower than the first issue, and hopefully something starts to pick up here shortly, but I really like the way that Tom King is fleshing out these characters, and it's definitely worth a read. Supergirl number 13. Hell no, I'm not reading Supergirl. This book was unreadable the first couple of issues, but this art germ cover was definitely worth picking up. She's absolutely gorgeous there. I dig it. And Action Comics 987 gives us the reveal of Mr. Oz with this great lenticular cover, and I will say that I'm disappointed. I'm sorry guys, everything about Rebirth was really great at the beginning, and everything they've done to really tie it in to the larger universe, the button, the reveal of Mr. Oz, the Mixelplick stuff, it's just been lackluster. And this issue is really not that great and didn't really blow my mind, even though it went in a different direction than I thought it would. I am kind of curious to see what they do with this moving forward, but come on, man. I did not dig this issue. Until we get into the Marvel Universe proper, let's go ahead and take a look at my Star Wars haul this week, which includes one issue, Dr. Aphra, number 12. Got Darth Vader on the cover there. This is a really great story. Aphra's a fantastic character that came up in the Volume 1 of Darth Vader in this new Marvel Star Wars universe. This is canon. I'm excited to see Aphra possibly pop up in the movies. I don't know, that would be cool. But her droids are fun to deal with. She's got some really cool adventures going on, and there is a bounty hunter droid after her currently. So some cool stuff going on here, and the art's fantastic, and Kieran Gillen is doing a great job on the story. You gotta be reading Dr. Aphra. If you like Star Wars, you'll dig it. I picked up a couple of variant covers from the past couple of weeks when I was at the store today. Grabbed the Inhumans Once and Future Kings with Lockjaw, the cartoon Lockjaw on the cover. This was absolutely adorable. Had to get it. Also, last week I passed on this fabulous Venomverse cover. Had 40 bucks on it in the shop. And I went back and it was still there. I get half price on my variants. It's a $20 issue. You know, a little bit more than I wanted to spend on it, but it was still there. It's still speaking to me. I absolutely love this cover. Venomverse #1 variant here. Pretty cool. Speaking of Venomverse, Venomverse #2 came out this week. I'm loving the way that Bunn is working with all these characters. This is a bit of fluff, doesn't really affect the main Marvel universe. I dig that about it. And we get some great Venom on Poison action here, and Deadpool shows up in the end, and you know, Cullen Bunn and Deadpool going to be well written, really one character, and I dig it. It's a lot of fun. Definitely not a must read, but yeah, it's a good time. Generations the Bravest #1, despite the beautiful DNA cover art, is a piece of unmitigated garbage. It's just not good. It goes nowhere. It tells you nothing, and it shows you absolutely nothing new about Carol Danvers than you knew before. It actually doesn't even really explore her character at all. We get a little bit of time spent with Mar-Vell, which is, you know, who cares? And then it's over. So I would definitely suggest passing on this one. I did not have high hopes for it, and I was not wrong. Secret Warriors #6 continues the adventures of Daisy Johnson and the Inhuman team that she led during the Secret Empire. Currently, she is trying to hunt down Deadpool for the terrible things he did, including murdering Phil Coulson. This is kind of a cool story. She sets up a couple traps to try to catch Deadpool. She gets Bullseye and the Taskmaster instead, but at the end it seems like she's on the right track. Pretty cool stuff here. I love Rosenberg's characterization of Daisy Johnson. I like what he's doing with this book, and I'm going to stay on board, and I think everybody should be reading Secret Warriors. Speaking of what Deadpool had done during the Secret Empire tie-ins, Deadpool #36 wraps up his story arc here, the all-new, all-different Marvel stories of Deadpool, all the way down to the Duggan and Posehn run. Duggan has kind of kept it all in one unit here, and this is the last chapter. Next month he'll be coming out as the Despicable Deadpool with a renumbering, and this really sums things up for him nicely. He's back to his old ways, and the weight of all of his previous decisions, he's decided to just let it roll off his back. Really cool stuff, and I'm excited to see where Deadpool goes moving forward. Runaways #1 came out this week, and I'm excited for this series. I really enjoyed the first volume. I read some of the second volume, and this right here is kind of a mixed bag. I'm not quite sure who Rainbow Rowell is, but this is really well written if you read the original Runaways run. If not, then you're going to be asking yourself a whole lot of questions. Conversely, it's absolutely beautiful. Anka's art is really on point, and I think it's definitely worth checking out and seeing where this goes for at least a story arc. Uncanny Avengers #27 has this team, the Unity Squad, coming back together to take down Graviton. Pretty cool stuff here, and I really like how they gave every character a chance to do something. Really great that the team book has not really left anybody out, and the art's fantastic. Zub's doing a great job on the characterizations here, and pretty cool stuff. It's a nice little two-part arc to get you to the next thing after the Secret Empire tie-ins, and I dig that. Let's see where this one keeps going. I picked up the Amazing Spider-Man #32. I haven't read this yet, but I will get to it eventually, so hold your horses on that. Now, I also picked up the Venomized variant as well, and that right there is super cool. Totally dig it. On to some X-Men stuff. I picked up Old Man Logan. This is #28. He's still fighting the Maestro and the Hulks of the Wasteland. He's teaming up with Hawkeye to take him out right here. A great callback to the original Old Man Logan, and some really cool stuff going on here. Brisson and Deodato are definitely not the creative team that I would choose for Old Man Logan, but they're doing a great job in replacement of Lemire and Sorrentino. The art definitely takes a step back, but Brisson does a really great job with the characterizations here, and I dig it. Really well written. It's a fun story, and I'm going to keep holding on to Old Man Logan in my pool box. X-Men Blue number 11 charts the hubris of Hank McCoy as he's dabbling in magic and ruining the world by opening up a portal to the dark dimension. We've got the Goblin Queen coming through, all kinds of demons, all kinds of monsters, and the young X-Men are trying to come together to figure things out. Really cool stuff, and I'm really enjoying what Cullen Bunn is doing on this title. I also picked up the Rock and Roll variant, which is an homage to a Blondie cover, one of my favorite bands from that era, and I absolutely dig this. Beautiful stuff. Weapon X number 8 continues the story of Weapon H. Really big deal if you're picking up Totally Awesome Hulk number 22. I'm not super into this character, and to be honest, I haven't read this issue yet, so we're going to see where it goes, and I'm going to hold on to it and hope that, this whole story arc jumps up in value one day. We'll see. Conversely, I know that this one's going to go ahead and hold some value. This is the Weapon H Venomized variant cover, and I absolutely dig it. Look at that. This one's kind of hard to come by. I'm very happy that I got it for cover price. Haven't had a chance to crack open all new Wolverine number 24 either, but I have been loving this series, and I am excited to do so sometime this weekend. Work schedule's been really hectic, but I will get to it eventually. And I'm excited for it. Love this cover right here. But I also picked up the Venomized variant cover, which features Sabretooth. Kind of not my favorite art on there, but a really neat idea. And Sabretooth's one of my favorite characters. And he's taking out Tiger Stripe Wolverine there. Pretty cool. This week also marked the absolute end of Secret Empire. And if you guys have been watching these videos, you guys know how much I love Secret Empire. Probably one of my favorite Marvel events of all time. And the Omega issue came out this week. I got this really sick variant right here with the Avengers claiming victory. Really well drawn. Picked up what I'm calling the Split Personality variant here by Andrew Sorrentino. And also the original version here with this really great art on the cover. Cap being torn, literally, between America and Hydra. Really cool stuff. This issue is basically a conversation between the two Steve Rogers. And to be honest, I really enjoyed it. I like the way that Spencer has given both of these Caps a chance to speak their mind on what has happened. We get the renewed Steve Rogers questioning whether or not he can ever overcome the evils that Hydra Cap has performed. And we get Hydra Cap basically saying, why am I being locked up when I haven't committed any crimes? Which is absolutely true. What are they going to charge him with? But it doesn't really matter, because we all know that keeping him alive has him coming back for more in the future. I absolutely love this villainized Captain America. He is the best villain in Marvel for quite some time. And, maybe his ambiguity lends to his believability, but I really dig the way Nick Spencer has written him, and I like the way that Nick Spencer has left the back door open for him to use this character in the future. I really hope that they don't let another writer do something with this character before Spencer gets a chance to, because I super dig this, and the fact that Hydra will never die is a big deal. So I think that this really wraps up Secret Empire very nicely. I think that if you have issues with Secret Empire, this probably doesn't solve them for you, but I really enjoyed the way that he gave us one last glimpse into these characters and their motivations, and really he did a great job creating this villain cerebrally, and I absolutely loved it. This is definitely one of my picks of the week, Secret Empire Omega #1. For all you action figure junkies out there, I did pick up the DC Icons Super Sons 2-pack. I have not had a chance to crack this open yet, but I am so excited to do so. This wave also has a Nightwing and a Supergirl. I've been eyeballing them as well. Maybe they'll make their way into my collection, but, budget, what are we going to do? As far as back issues, I went a little nuts this week. There are couple different shops in my area that I frequent, and one that kind of is off the beaten path, and they don't do a really great job organizing their books or basically pulling anything down that's old or clearancing it or anything of that nature. Nothing ends up in the dollar bins that hasn't been there forever, and old books sit on the shelf for a lifetime. This shop has recently decided that they're going to clear out some of their stock, and every comic on the shelves under $5 was $1 this past weekend. $1. Any new stock that came in, $1. Anything that's been sitting there since the New 52, $1. All these books were $1. I'm going to show you a whole stack right now. It's going to be a lot. But every one was $1. I'm going to flip through it real quick and try to get through it quickly for you guys. But remember, every one of these issues I paid one singular US dollar for. Now, the variant cover for Venomverse War Stories #1, $1. The Venomized Astonishing X-Men #3 cover for $1. You can't find this anywhere. I got it for $1. Venomized Ego the Living Planet on the cover of Guardians. Got it for $1. Great Del Mundo cover. Weapons of Mutant Destruction Alpha variant cover, $1. These 6 issues of Superman and Wonder Woman, $1 a piece. Punisher Deadpool #1 variant cover, $1. 4 issues of Cloonan and Dillon's Punisher Dark Side Special, $4.99 book. Got it for $1. Dark Knight's Metal, the Midnight variant, for $1. The Casting, perfect condition, for $1. Sandman Special, you got it for $1. JLA Rebirth #1. Couple issues of Hal and the Green Lantern Corps. Detective 36 fills a hole in my New 52 Detective run. The 46 Looney Tunes variant for Detective Comics. Detective Comics #42. This is the Teen Titans Go variant. I never saw this. All the different versions of Robin on here. This is one of my favorite covers I picked up for $1. Wonder Woman 15. Got a couple of really minty issues of Gwenpool. Thor Generations #1 variant cover. I've been seeing this go for like $12, $15, $10 here and there. Got it for $1. Venom 152. Venom 153 Marvel vs. Capcom variant for $1. JLA #2. A giant stack of Rebirth Aquaman. Deathstroke 21 first appearance of Defiance. Got it for $1. Another issue of Hal. Bane variant cover here. Variants for $1, man. Can't beat it. Brand new last week, Scales and Scoundrels. Got this one for $1. Also, I know this isn't the very highly sought after version of the first appearance of Pink Princess, but I did get this for $1. Can't beat that. Additionally, I had lunch last week with a really great friend of mine who used to manage one of my local comic book shops. Now works for Diamond Distributors, and he got me a couple of freebies that I'm really excited about. He got me Elsewhere #1 and Elsewhere #2. Thanks a lot, Matt, for getting me hooked on another series. Picked me up a copy of Spy Seal, which I have not cracked open yet, but I'm excited to do so. Issue 1 of Generation Gone, which is a lot of fun. The issue 2 as well. He grabbed me an issue of I Hate Fairyland, which I've already stored away, as well as the first appearance of Gwenpool on the house. Super free. Love this. Thanks a lot, Matt. If you're watching this, probably doubt you are. Now, on top of all those issues I got for $1, I needed new bags and boards, and I went to another local shop on my way home, and they were having an issue sale on the variants, 80% off. This thing had a $100 price tag, and I got it for $20. This IVX #1 sketch variant. Love Lockjaw there. Love the fact that we're seeing X-23's claws. This is super cool. This sat on the shelf for a while. I wasn't going to pull the trigger at $100 for $20 though. I'm all over this shit. So my DC pick of the week this week, guys, is Dark Knight's Metal #2. Nothing else has compared to this coming out of DC recently. Super awesome stuff. My Marvel pick of the week is the closure afforded to us by the Secret Empire Omega issue. I absolutely love this event, and if you hated it, you know, at least it's over. And my cover of the week is this Venomverse #1 variant I picked up. This is absolutely gorgeous. Alright guys, as you can tell, I got a lot of toys to play with and a lot left to read this week, so I'm going to go ahead and get back at that and let you guys get on with your lives. So once again, thanks for watching. Remember to collect what you love, share what you find. I'm Drew Manchu. I'm going to see you guys next time.